Okay, so today I shall be doing some more questions from your inverse trigonometric functions. Suppose your question may come as find the value of sine inverse sine 3 pi by 5. Okay, so how you will proceed this type of question? So sine inverse sine 3 pi by 5. So sine inverse and sine, both the function will cancel each other. Okay, therefore the answer will be coming value as 3 pi by 4. But if you see here 3 pi by 5, if you see the range of sine inverse function is from minus pi by 2 to pi plus pi by 2, is not it? Therefore 3 pi by 5 does not belong to this interval. So how we can make this interval to be fit in this given interval? So what we will do is we will take sine 3 pi by 5. We will write here. So sine 3 pi by 5 I can subtract from 3 pi by 5 from your pi angle, since in second quadrant our sine is positive. So how much we will get? Sine 2 pi by 5. Okay, so if you see here, putting this value in this solution, we can write sine inverse sine 2 pi by 5. That will be coming as 2 pi by 5. And 2 pi by 5 belongs to this given interval. So the value will be 2 pi by 5. Okay. Next question. Show that sine inverse 3 by 5 minus sine inverse 8 by 17 is equal to cos inverse 84 by 85. So in the left hand side you are having sine inverse function, and on the right hand side we are having cos inverse function. So how can you prove this? So what we will do here, let sine inverse 3 by 5 be equal to y. Therefore we can write sine y equals to 3 by 5. Then sine inverse 8 by 17 equal to, this one I am taking as x, this will be sine x, and therefore sine y will be 8 by 17. Okay, now you have to convert into what? Cos function. So as we all know, in class 11 you have two formula, that is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B, is not it? And one is cos x minus y, that is cos x cos y plus sin x sin y. So using any of these two value you have to prove the right hand side. So in every formula you require cos x and cos y, but we have only sin x and sin y. So from sin x we have to calculate cos x, and from sin y we have to calculate and find cos y. So as we all know that sin square x plus cos square x equals to 1. So we can easily use this identity to find the value of cos x. So cos x will be root over 1 minus sin square x whole square. So if you see here, so cos x value will be coming as 4 by 5. Okay. Similarly, using the same identity but function, you have to write it as sin square y plus cos square y equal to 1. Again cos square y will be equal to 1 minus sin square y. So cos y will be root over 1 minus sin square y. So cos y value will be coming as 15 by 17. Okay. Now if you see here, you have 4 by 5 and you have 15 by 17. Okay. And your value is bigger. If you see here, 84 by 85 is bigger than 3 by 5, 8 by 17, then 4 by 5 and 15 by 17, is not it? So if you see here which formula we will be using, we will use the second formula. Okay. So cos x cos y plus sin x sin y. So let us put this cos x cos y 4 by 5 into 15 by 17 plus 3 by 5 into 8 by 17. So 70, this will be 60 by 85 plus 24 by 85. So we are having 84 by 85. Okay. So therefore our question was sine inverse 3 by 5 minus sine inverse 8 by 17 is equal to cos inverse 84 by 85. This was to be proved, is not it? And this is the value of what? So if you see here, cos x cos y plus sin x sin y is the value of cos x minus y, is not it? So we have got that cos of x minus y value is coming 84 by 85. That means x minus y value will be equal to what? Cos inverse 84 by 85. Is not it? So here this was considered as your x, this was considered as your y. So x minus y value is what? Cos inverse 84 by 85. So if you see the left hand side, it is coming equal to our right hand side. Is not it? Therefore the proof has been done. Okay, one more example sum I am doing here so that you can understand this. So here if you see, you have on the left hand side sine function and you have to convert it in tan function. So you have two formulas in tan, that is tan x plus tan y divided by 1 minus tan x tan y, and another is tan x minus y equal to tan x minus tan y whole divided by 1 plus tan x tan y. So for that means you have to find the value of tan x and tan y. So here we will write let x equal to sine inverse 8 by 17, that is sine x value will be 8 by 17 and y we will take sine inverse 3 by 5, that is sine y will be equal to 3 by 5. Is not it? Therefore what we have to prove, in place of this we will take x, in place of this we are taking tan y, that should come as equal to this value, is not it? So this is our proof to be done. Okay, so since sin x equal to 8 by 17, so cos x will be root over 1 minus 8 by 17 whole square using the identity. So 64 by 289. So 289, 64 will be, so we will get 15 by 17, that is the value of cos x. Okay, so here again sin y is given as 3 by 5, so it is very easy. So cos y will be 4 by 5, is that it? So sin x is coming as 8 by 17, for this cos x is 15 by 17, sin y is coming 3 by 5, that means cos y value is coming 4 by 5. So what will, so from here it is very easy to calculate tan x will be sin x by cos x, that is 8 by 15, and here tan y will be 3 by 4, is not it? So tan x and tan y value we have got. Now our main aim will have to see which formula we have to apply so that we can get our right hand side to be 77 by 36. So here no need to think anything. So it is x plus y, so we have to go for the first formula, is not it? So let us apply the first formula, that is tan of x plus y is equal to tan x plus tan y divided by 1 minus tan x tan y. So tan x value is 8 by 15 plus 3 by 4 whole divided by 1 minus 8 by 15 into 3 by 4. So 60 minus 24 will be 36. So if you see here, we are getting tan of x plus y is coming as 77 by 36. Therefore, x plus y is coming tan inverse 77 by 36. Is not it? So this was to be proved, and just now only I have told you we have to prove this part, which is coming equal to this or not. So in this way we can prove the inverse trigonometric functions of different trigonometric functions. Thank you.